Hello everybody and welcome back to Stacia Expert Mode. In this episode, we set ourselves up a fission reactor so we can start producing nuclear waste, which is needed to make ourselves plutonium and polonium, which are needed for the extended crafting creative essence recipes. So, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be starting Mekanism reactors. I was going to do probably armor upgrades, but I'm just thinking now, maybe I should just go through the whole fission reactor stuff, make myself plutonium or polonium and upgrade to the mech suit. I was thinking of making this a premium armor from Mystical Agriculture, but we might as well go with the mech armor since that seems to be really powerful. I have no idea how this mech armor works, but I guess when I get it, we can learn how it works. Or I could probably look up the wiki on it. But yeah, so a few things since last episode, since we set up our farm, I've done a bit of upgrading and adding on. As you can see, the farms are absolutely massive now. I've added another row above every one of them, and I've even added item users with watering cans ticking at the max speed, and it is just insta-growing everything so goddamn fast that our ender chests can't even keep up exporting. So yeah, because it's taken forever to export, or how hard it is to export, I have like 5 ender chests in here with nearly max exporters or importers on it with max speed and stack upgrades on it, and it's still not enough. I need like a creative importer, but apparently that's not in this pack. So I just got to deal with that and see what happens. It's just when I ever autocraft, which I have fixed now, but whenever I was autocrafting a wire, because it just imports into the chest, and whenever this ender chest was completely full, it would just chuck it on the ground. So I had to add a buffer chest so we can just pull into the ender chest instead, because it was just kind of throwing it out, and I was wondering why crafts weren't working. So, I've also gone ahead and made myself another crafter over here, another mechanical crafter. This is going to be making us turbine casing. So hopefully once we get this fission reactor set up and running, I want to also then set up a fusion reactor and then set up a turbine for them, similar to what I had in Mod 6, not to this guy, just a regular Mod 6, where I was producing nearly 16 million FE a tick. I've got all these crafters here set up crafting all of the essences into their corresponding ingredients or components or whatever it is. So I think I've got nearly every essence except for a couple of the new ones I've just planted, which is like stone, tin, copper, lead. Yeah, so all of those I haven't set up a crafter for yet, but I will do that. So I think that's pretty much it that I've done. As you can see over here, like these things are just growing so fast that is ridiculous. Like we have so much. Like you can see how fast these things are growing. Like everything's being harvested and it's just instantly grown back. This farm is so fast, and surprisingly, it's not killing my FPS as much as I thought it would. My FPS dies more when I look back towards my house rather than looking here. And I've also disabled particles because, of course, that did give me like a 10 FPS boost. So, yeah. So, let's get started. We need to make ourselves a small fission reactor just to get started, and then later on we can increase the size. Now, I can't make myself the creative pipe exporter or the pipe upgrade from Easy Pipe, so I can't extract infinite water. So we will have to monitor this reactor so it doesn't go critical. So if we go to our mechanism here, one thing that might be a good idea to make is the hazmat suit. So just in case anything does go bad, we don't get stuck in a weird loop of just being stuck with radiation poisoning, and this thing will protect us so we don't die. So I won't wear it just yet. I'll wear it once I turn on the reactor, so I'll just have it on standby in like my bag or something. But if I go here, open this thing and go to an area I called reactor. I probably should put down some fire lanterns and some torches around here. But this is all the way to the very left. So I want this as far away as possible, and I was trying to look for like a really good location. Probably could have done it down here, which is super flat then as well. But I decided, let's go all the way over here to the frozen desert, or the cold desert. So it's just all gravel and snow, which is kind of perfect for a reactor, because you want a reactor to run cold, which I don't think their environment actually matters. But it's just kind of cool. Are you fighting a rat? I think he's fighting a rat. Another thing, I didn't even know these guys actually spawned here, which is interesting. They're the same as the Guardians, but they're just from Ars Nouveau. But yeah, so let's get started. We need to make ourselves fission reactor casing. Now, I don't have any Enderium gears, so let's make ourselves some gears. So Enderium gears, make me 64 of them. Should have plenty of Enderium, shouldn't take too long to make them. And I'm also going to require steel sheet metal. Okay, so steel. I don't think... Do I have steel sheet metal auto-crafted? I think I do. Okay, make me a couple of stacks of that. And let me just get out my sleeping bag. I made a sleeping bag while I was over here building this area. And also, I've got myself a charm. I was looking at what charms we have. And apparently there's a speed, a portal, and a sleep charm. And a sleep charm allows you to instantly sleep, which I think is actually really good. So that should pretty much get rid of most of the mobs here. Let's just kill this guy off. Okay, so we need to make ourselves fission reactor casing, and I've made about myself 2 stacks of this steel casing. So you know what? I'm actually probably going to need as much of this as I can. Right, so let's start off. Let's start in this corner over here and set up a small reactor. So let's make ourselves, I don't know, like a 7x7 or something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell was that? What just went kaboom? You? What the heck was that? Oh my god, I know what this is. This was meant to be like a treasure room full of ores, but the floor was trapped and it had TNT. How did you not die? Well then, I was not expecting that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So this is how big we're going to make it. This is just basic size. Eventually we will increase the size to probably like, I don't know, 20 by 20 or something. Fill out a huge area, or even make it like an entire chunk size. I think that might be actually the biggest we should go for this thing. I also want some reactor glass. So reactor, if I can actually spell reactor. Apparently I spelled it wrong. Oh, it's O-R, not E-R. Reactor. I need myself reactor glass from Mekanism. So I need Enderium glass now. So Enderium, make myself another couple stacks of this gear, and then make myself a couple stacks of this Enderium glass, please. While we're waiting for that glass to be crafted, so we can build up the size of this thing now. Now, I think I'm on, how many tall is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I might as well make it a full square, 7 by 7. So how much of this stuff can I make now? Another 37. I'm out of steel sheet metal now. There we go. I don't actually know if I have to have the walls, or do I actually need anything else for this, but let me make myself one of those machine frames, make myself more steel sheet metal, make more of this fission reactor casing. 16, I'm out of steel casing now. That's the only thing I haven't been able to automate yet, so hopefully I don't need too much more of it now. Okay, I don't need anything for this. So basic chemical tank, and I'm going to fill this thing right up with them. I'll show you what pattern I'm going to do, because you fill this thing up with water then as well to actually keep it cool so you can actually run it. So fission reactor assemblies, 23 of them, and I'm going to leave the corners like this empty. So hopefully I can fit them all in like this, and I think I'm just going to go with that. Actually, I'll do these ones then as well. So get my wand and build these up. Oh yeah, I need to set this thing to none. I need more of them. Okay, so let me make a few more. Alright, I finally have enough glass now, and I've also gone ahead and already put the control rod assemblies on top and covered the roof in the fusion reactor casing. It took a while because I had to go make more steel casing and more of those draconic slates, so yeah, I should have enough of this now. Well, hopefully. So let's see. Wand, let's just get up on top of this thing and build this up. Do I have enough? No, I do not. Okay, I need way more than I thought. Reactor glass. Where is it now in this list? Here it is. What do I need for it? More demonic slates. I thought I had enough. Apparently not. I need more lumium now as well. So lumium. More lumium glass, a signal. Oh my god, can you stop moving? I just want to click this. There we go. No, don't just craft one. No, oh my god, I am clicking everything wrong. Alright, get those crafted. I guess I have to go back and make more draconic slates. Draconic slates come from what? The reinforced slate right now? I have a couple reinforced ones right now, and the reinforced upgrade to imbued. Okay, so I need imbued. Okay, now I should have enough. I know I didn't craft enough just yet, but do this. I only have 6. What am I missing? Enriched iron, so make a bit of that. Enriched iron. Make myself a couple of stacks of that, and it'll be fine. And let's see now. I still don't have enough. The enriched iron is the only thing that's kind of holding me back right now. So iron. Where's the enriched iron? There it is. Hopefully with this now, I should have enough. And I think the reactor is complete. Yeah, it is. Okay. So what I need to do is add these ports onto it now. So what I'm going to do is on the back side right here, I'm going to add a port. And this is where I'm going to have water input. So I'm going to put that there with a fluid pipe, grab my wrench, and put a ultimate speed pipe upgrade on it. And that should export out a ton of water. As you can see, it's starting to fill. It's already got 1 million in there. And this thing exports out 10 buckets every tick, which is extremely fast. And if I need to, I can add more pipe upgrades and more pipes onto this thing to extract out more. But hopefully this will be enough water for now. So it says the max burn rate on this thing can be 32 ticks. I'm probably only going to go as far as like half. So it'll go to about 15 millibucket a tick. If you go any higher, or if this thing bar here, as you can see the burn rate, this also shows the temperature. So if this goes into the red, it means it's burning way too much and this thing can overload and explode. So you can see there's a damage in here. If this damage goes above like a certain amount, the reactor actually then leaks radiation into the area, causing anyone who enters it to die. So we need to be careful with that. So now we need to set up the actual fuel to be able to power this. So to do that, we're going to have to look at what is required. So go back to our mechanism. And if we have a look here at the back pages, we can see here, where is it? It should be close by. Spent nuclear waste. We need fissile fuel. So we need to make ourselves an isotopic centrifuge. We need to make uranium hexafluoride, which is going to require a chemical infuser with hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide. Uranium oxide comes from a chemical oxidizer with yellow uranium cake, which is an enrichment chamber. So uranium or hydrofluoric acid is going to require a chemical dissolution chamber with sulfuric acid and fluorite. Technically, I don't need to go through the whole process of making sulfuric acid because I already have sulfuric acid being produced at my home. And it's been condensed down into a liquid. So if I just make another condenser to convert it back from a liquid into a gas, I don't have to go through the whole process of making it here. So all I need to do is make myself a chemical dissolution chamber. So there's one of those. An isotopic centrifuge. I need myself a chemical infuser. I'm going to need myself a chemical oxidizer. I need myself a personal chest now. So chemical oxidizer. And I think just the enrichment chamber. So if we put the isotopic centrifuge right here. Let's break this for a second, because I need to actually put down the other components. So I need this guy for inputting fuel. I'm going to need a point over here for exporting out waste. And I need one back here for exporting out. Actually, I'm going to do the waste out the side here. And I'm going to do the gas, or like the... I'll show you in a second. The coolant, which will come out as steam. So I just need myself a configurator. So you are going to be input. And if you right click it, it's on wrench mode. Let me just change it to configurate anything really. Put it on items, whatever. So shift right click and you can see output waste, output coolant. So that will output steam, and we're going to use that steam now to power the turbines. So output waste is where we want to hook this up now. So waste, on the other hand, I don't actually know if I can use like a trash can to dump it, but all I know is I need a waste barrel. These guys right here, radioactive waste barrels. So these guys actually are what the waste gets pumped into, and you do not want to break these. If you want to move them before you pump anything into them. because once you break them, if they have even 1 millibucket in it, goodbye to the area being safe, because it's going to be completely radioactive. So I actually don't know what the actual fuel waste comes out as. I think it comes out as a gas almost, so I think I need pressurized pipe. I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it's pressurized pipe. So I'll just make a bit of pressurized pipe, and I'm just going to hook this on like this. Okay, yeah, you can see that the output actually connected to it there. So I'm just going to set this guy up to extract it just in case. And you are already pumping in water. You are going to pump out steam. Now, the steam I'm going to have go into a tank. One of these basic chemical tanks. But I'm going to upgrade the chemical tank to the max tier so that it will hold as much as we can. And I'll have it dumping excess just in case it needs to get rid of it. So I'm going to put the tank right here. I'm going to get myself a gas pipe. It's a gas pipe. Put this here. I got myself my wrench. And I'm probably going to need myself a max tier pipe upgrade then as well. So extract and this guy's going to be dumping excess. And if I have to, I can add a trash can onto it just in case. So I might actually do that just to be safe. Trash can, liquid, item, ultimate. I think the ultimate allows you to bump gases then as well. So hopefully this works. I think I remember doing this before. But anyway, the gas is going to fill up this tank before it goes into this one. So hopefully it works. And then the fuel is going to be inputted there. Right, so let's get this started. So isotopic centrifuge is going to go right here. Actually, I should probably move this just outside the chunk. So F3 and G. Just so I have enough room to actually run a new pipe to this entire thing. Because I will be eventually making this the size of the chunk. So if I just put this guy right here, that would be fine. So F3 and G, just get rid of the chunk borders. And now we need to pump in from the chemical infuser. So let's run this guy this way. And let's get ourselves in cable. Just to power this all now. Grab myself a point. And there we go. So a point, I'm going to, I don't know, put right here. Because this thing actually doesn't need power. Actually, never mind, it does. Okay, so that makes a little bit, things a little bit more different. So, cable, and we're just going to run this along here. I need a deconcentrator, so decondensator, if I can spell that. So, rotary condensator, I need a basic chemical tank and a regular tank. So, rotary condensator, and in this guy, we're making, what was it again? Let's actually look up the fuel quickly again. The official fuel is uranium hexafluoride, and it's going to come in here. So uranium oxide has to be pumped into it, and I'm going to set the uranium oxide right here. So chemical oxidizer, I'm going to put this guy right here, and then I'll get myself a gas pipe, and that's going to run over like this. Set this up to extract. I'm probably going to have to make myself a network transmitter and receiver so I can actually pump stuff over here. So just make all of these now, network card and all. Grab all three of these, and now the network receiver, I'm just going to put... let me finish putting down all the machines first. So that's going to be pumped in with that. I need to get the enrichment chamber, which is going to go right here, and that's going to pump into this guy. So that will be fine. The actual chemical dissolution chamber, you are going to be turning sulfuric acid with fluoride into... Okay, so I can put this guy right here. Yes. And then I can throw the rotary condensator right here. And then we can say turn gases into fluids, configure all the sides. So we say fluids are going to come in on the left. Okay. And the gases are going to output on the right. Okay. So that's the way that's going to work. This guy is going to input items. You're going to be turning that. So items are going to come in the top. There's going to be no item output. Gases are going to be input on the left. There's no gas. Actually, there is a gas output. Output on the right. You're going to input... swap this around. So you're going to input there and you're going to output there. Correct. Now this guy is the same. So input, output, eject on, and then input, output. But you're going to be exporting out a gas, I think. You export a gas? I think it's a gas. Yeah, it is. You're going to export the gas right there. All right, perfect. These machines are all set up now. I just need to hook them all up the power, and we should be good to go. I just need to run the power underneath these guys now. Okay, I think all the machines are hooked up to power now, so just run this like this. Now, I need to go double check what color the sulfuric tank is for the acid, and also I need to finish adding these on. So you're going to come out with a gas, you're going to go out with the gas, and you're coming out with the gas like this. Actually, where do you input? I think actually you input through the top, don't you? No. How does this thing export? I know it exports there. Does it input through the bottom, actually? Oh, I think it does. I think this thing exports in through the bottom. So meaning I can't have this cable running underneath it there. I'm going to have to make the cable pop out on the side. Okay, that's not really a problem. So this will go here. As you can see, it goes in the bottom. And I'll just run this cable up like that. Break this here. Wait, why all of a sudden does it connect to the back now? Why are you no longer connected? What? Why did this thing break? Extract. Upgrade. Yeah, wait, what the hell? How does that... How... What? Where did my ultimate pipe upgrade go? Oh, wait, no, I forgot. You're disconnected onto something else. Never mind. Turns out I didn't actually need that. All right, so network receiver. Let's go put this down over... we can just put it right here. All right, so cable and then exporter. And we're going to put exporters on the things that need to be exported. So your chemical dissolution chambers, you're going to dissolve and you're going to break down. Okay, so just grab myself the cable, run the cable across, just to connect these guys like that. And now the ender tank. So if we look at tank. So ender tank, we make one, and then we can dye it. Let's actually go check what color we're using. It's probably like a greenish color. Never mind, it is yellow, orange, yellow. Okay, so I just sent myself some yellow dye and some orange dye. There we go. So just put this down, orange in the middle, and then 2 yellow. So yellow here and yellow there. This will give us our sulfuric acid. That's grand. Actually, another thing, I could have just used it if I wanted to actually transfer just the gas. I probably could have used a quantum entangle porter. I'm pretty sure that transfers gas as well. I forgot to set the actual receivers. Oh, not mine. Reactor. I forgot to actually get the data of the receiver. So let me just fix that. So network transmitter. I'm just going to stick it there. Put this on it there. And now all we need to do is grab ourselves some uranium. So uranium and fluorite. Good thing I set up a fluorite seat. Wait, why is there 2 different types of fluorite? Oh, there's Mekanism fluorite and Enigmaticus fluorite. So I'm just going to put the one I have the most of, which is this one here, because there's 17k of it. All right, perfect. So you can see this guy is connected now. This whole area is claimed, but I'm actually out of chunks right here. But the ones that I'm using are chunk claimed, so that's fine. So you're going to take uranium, and you're going to take fluorite. Okay? Then I'm going to put this guy right here, and I'm going to grab myself another pipe with just a regular pipe advanced upgrade. I don't actually need something too fast. So you with that, and you're going to deconcentrate the fluid into an acid. The acid's going to go in here, turn the fluorite into a gas. Why aren't you extracting? Oh, I never actually used a wrench. Okay, so you extract, and then you extract, and you're already extracting, and I need myself an item pipe upgrade now. So item pipe, put that right there. You are not importing items because I have it set to the top. Okay. And now I just get my wrench and extract. There we go. So you're getting yellow cake uranium. You're going to make ourselves uranium oxide. And then that's going to mix with our hydrofluoric acid, which is then going to make fissile fuel. Or, no, not fissile fuel. That's going to make the first component. Why isn't this being exported out? Brown is importing in the front. Chemical oxidizer. Huh? Why aren't you accepting it? I'm an idiot. I was reading the item input. I should have used gas output. Now we're making uranium hexafluoride. How was I reading the item input? I have no idea. This guy actually does have an item input, meaning I actually can run this in through the back. I thought I had to go through the bottom, but apparently not. So I can actually just run the pipe back up and fill back in the asphalt. And now this guy, hopefully this is counted as the front. Actually, I think I placed it that way, so this is actually counted as the front, I think. If I disconnect all items and disconnect all the gases, you can see it's no longer connected now. So the front is, yeah, the input one. So if I say back input, no. Okay, I guess this is front input. No. What? How does this make sense? I'm on the item page again. God damn it. Input back, no. That's because that's actually the front on the front. So input the back, yes. There we go. And then output on the front. Okay. This is very confusing. But now all we have to do is grab ourselves pressurized pipe. I need to make myself a little bit more. Actually, I could probably just use a gas pipe, to be honest. So gas pipe, run this across. Now, once I connect this on, this thing is going to fill with fuel. As you can see, I think this stuff becomes radioactive. Actually, I don't think the fuel becomes radioactive, but I'm pretty sure the actual... Actually, I'm better off using pressurized pipe because it can actually store extra in the pipe. But once it comes out of the reactor, it is no longer safe. So let me just make a bit more of this pressurized pipe. There we go. And now run this all the way across, because once I connect that there, this thing's going to have fuel and it'll be ready to start. As you can see, it's turned off at the moment, but we need to be ready for this. So just in case anything goes bad, I'm going to grab out my hazmat suit and put it on. So let's take off my armor and put the hazmat suit on, even though I'm still technically wearing cosmetic armor, but whatever. So you can see the fissile fuel's going up. We turn it on. There we go. So you can see now we are making... Actually... Oh, wait. I shouldn't have put the waste into these barrels. I've just realized, actually, no. This waste has to be pumped into another machine before I can actually... I need to pump spent nuclear waste into these barrels. Not the other way. Oh, my God. Can I pump fissile nuclear waste into a gas tank? Nuclear waste... Yes, okay. This is going to be a big test, and I'm going to be really angry if this does not work. But if I make myself a tank... Actually, wait, I could just run it to somewhere else first. Okay, we're starting to run out of time on this video, but I shouldn't have pumped it or turned it on. Right, what we need to do with the spent nuclear waste, if I have a look here, you can see the spent nuclear waste needs to go into a isotopic centrifuge to turn into plutonium, or into a solar neutron activator to make polonium. Then the polonium is what's going to be used for making ourselves the supercharged SPS machine, and then we can also use that to make ourselves, don't need that guy, some mecha tools, all our ultimate ingots and creative essence, because once we get the creative essence, we're one step closer to making an ME condenser, or a Project E energy condenser. Which would be actually really cool. And then we can also then work on making ourselves creative items, which is still miles away because I also have to get deep into Woot. So yeah, I think I might call it there. So next episode, we'll start turning all of this nuclear waste into its corresponding components, either plutonium or polonium. And if we can, we'll set up the SPS casing. And if we have time after that, we might even save it the next episode after that to set up ourselves the fusion reactor, and our turbine. So, I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you all in the next episode. So, without further ado, goodbye.